Just be yourself, and love will find you. You've heard that, right? We're so used to hearing about being yourself, or being authentic, or just be you, like this kind of idea that permeates through our entire society, that we should just stop lying to people and trying to manage our impressions so that we can get what we actually want. And it makes sense. I understand why you think that, because you don't want to be a liar. You don't want to betray people. You don't want to not build trust and rapport. You've heard just be yourself from your mom, your grandma, your older cousin, anybody who wrote a dating advice book. Yeah, I do. And the idea is that if you go out being yourself, you're going to attract the perfect partner. It's just going to fall in your lap. It's just going to be easy. When you feel it, you're going to know it, and you're never going to question it. And then they're never going to fight with you, and you're going to live off into the beautiful sunset together. Well, yes, the ideal of a relationship with very little friction, with total compatibility, is important and really inspiring. Does that really take place for most of the people you know? Like, think of the realest, most authentic, most be yourself people you know. Do they have decent relationships? How long did it take them to get it? How many breakups did they go through? How many divorces do they have? Does that apply to everybody? No. Because if that were the case, you could just amble through life. You could just live your life and do whatever you're doing and serendipitously fall in love. Have that relationship last forever and ever and ever. You could just stumble into the life you always wanted. You could just fall into beauty and ecstasy and serendipity. We all know that's not true. What is true is life is full of bullshit. Full of suffering, full of things that'll take you out at the knees, and full of things that'll kill you if you're not looking. The truth is, ourselves, our identities, are constantly adapting to the environment. This is the case from all the way down to the biological level adaptation, all the way up through big mental complex structures of communicating and conveying ideas in the mental space. Yourself is not static. Who you choose to be in the moment is how you're adapting to the environment and the people around you. They say, be yourself, but what if who you are isn't confident? What if who you are is a little bit angry? What if who you are is a little bit evil? We all have these moments, right, where we're not being our best, and our actions and our behavior don't properly show the world who we are most of the time. The thing is, we have access to all of these different types of emotions. Sometimes we're motivated by love. Sometimes we're motivated by revenge. Sometimes we're motivated by anger. Sometimes we're motivated by we don't want to get out of bed today and somebody dragged us out and now we're just blaming the whole world. We have access to all of these things, and what we choose to convey in that moment is how we're perceived. If you look at it under the hood, being yourself only has a good benefit if you were previously being fake as fuck. Be yourself is like stop lying to people, which is great advice. If you look at yourself as a static thing, then you don't have to take responsibility for adapting to the environment around you. You don't have to take responsibility for communicating better, for building your skills in body language and eye contact, appearing more attentive, being more empathetic, having compassion, connecting with other people on a level that other people don't. You see, they'll tell you that connection is about honesty or authenticity. And yeah, it is. But it's more about not lying, not breaking trust, and not manipulating people in the way that they can feel it. That's what breaks rapport. But what if you honestly suck at connecting with other people? You see, I contend that confidence is really your ability to keep promises to yourself. Your ability to have integrity with yourself and do what you said you were going to do. If you do this on a consistent basis, it builds inside yourself your ability to trust yourself in whatever you want to do. And that allows you to take the responsibility to increase your skill set in the ways that are going to attract, connect with, and build trust with other people. When I talk to most people who show up to my seminars, they're not there to stay themselves. They want to grow. They want to do something different. They want to achieve more. They want to look off into the future and see that it's brighter than it is now. When you look at self as static, as something that sticks there in one spot, then you get to throw off all of the responsibility for changing and pushing yourself to the next level. If you come from a learning mindset where every time you have a failure, every time you make a misstep, every time you have a mistake or a social faux pas, that you learn something and then you become better because of it, then you can continue to amble forward in life, getting better at social communication, better at the skill set of attraction and rapport building and trust and being a good human. And with those better skills come better results. You shouldn't want to stay in one spot. You should be adaptable. It's more in line with your growth. It gives you skills that make you better at communicating and connecting with other people. And it's inspiring that when you move forward, you can drag other people with you. The main thing to understand here is that just be yourself advice is focused on locking yourself into a static place where you don't have to grow. It's lazy, it's safe, and it's easy. It's what they tell you so you don't start thinking for yourself. It's what they tell you so you don't start making moves and start upsetting the fabric of society. The key is if you don't adapt to having a more growth-oriented mindset, and you don't work on becoming a better person tomorrow than you are today, then you run the risk of being boring, mediocre, and never achieving the goals that you wanted to get to. If you're fine where you're at, and you're enjoying the results that you're getting right now, then there's no reason to change. But if your vision is hopeful and you want something bigger, badder, greater, then you have to grow to get there. And staying static in one spot is never going to get you there. Do you really want to stay at the same level, getting the same results you've gotten? Or do you want to grow? Do you want to learn? Do you want to get better at a skill set of connecting with other human beings and getting the love that you want? And if you're fine with a boring, mediocre life where you don't grow and achieve anything, fine. But I can't help you. If you do want to be growth-oriented and you want to move forward in the social world, build trust, build comfort, build rapport with people that may eventually become your lovers, then I created something for you. A good friend and co-author Jax Jones and I wrote a book called Effective Storytelling for Dating. It lets you dig into your brain, dig into your mind, pull out your memories and all the events and experiences of your past and convey those emotions to other humans and share in a way that actually builds comfort, actually builds rapport, and it builds your skills on being able to communicate with other people. If that interests you, click the link in the description below. The book's like $11 on Amazon, but if you click the link, we'll send it to you for free after you put your email address in, and then we'll send you some other resources on how to communicate in your dating life. All you people who are afraid of change and just want to be yourself, feel free to leave a comment below and tell me what an idiot I am. I will see you guys tomorrow. We shoot these videos every day, so I'll be there tomorrow. Until then, stay awesome.